Villages and Dungeons is this pixel art roguelike card battler that does something pretty different for a deck builder. Because most card games have you building decks with 20, 30, sometimes 40 plus cards, where basically half the strategy is just praying you draw the right combination. And this game essentially throws that out the window and gives you exactly 1 creature card and 4 support cards. That's your entire deck. 5 cards total. It sounds limiting at first, but it completely changes how you approach the game, because suddenly every single card slot is critical, and you can actually plan around knowing exactly what you have available each fight. Thank you kindly to Kaka Frog Games for sponsoring this video. So the game has 5 elements to work with: water, fire, wood, light and dark. Each card needs certain element energy to activate. Your creature card is basically your fighter that attacks automatically every turn, while support cards work on cooldowns and do things like buff your creature, deal extra damage, or mess with enemies. Now the neat part is this resonance system, where if you stack more of an element than a card needs, it becomes stronger. So building around specific elements actually pays off, instead of just mixing everything randomly. The game has about 300 cards, which is a lot, but you're only working with 5 at a time, so the runs feel quick and focused. The dungeons are random each time, and you're gonna run into different events as you explore. For example, sometimes you find dead travelers and loot their cards. Other times you simply meet merchants where you can buy or sell cards. There are also these dimension portals that can teleport you around, and you'll face regular enemies plus tougher elite battles. Now another thing the game does pretty well is give you options when things are not working. For example, you can use something called Soul Reforge to basically retry a run with adjustments. And there's a fusion system where you can combine duplicate cards to make them stronger. If you fail a run completely, you still salvage resources that then carry over for permanent upgrades. So you're always making some progress. The game also has a Rune System that adds another customization option. These are basically passive abilities you equip before starting a dungeon. Difficulty-wise, the game is split into tiers, and you unlock new stuff as you clear higher tiers. The game has achievements for doing specific challenges, like collecting all the cards or using certain strategies. The whole thing has a nostalgic pixel art look, and the developer is pretty responsive. Not to mention the very reasonable price tag of just about $6 for what is plenty of content actually. There are some cosmetic character skins if you want to support the developer further, but these are purely visual. What I find cool about the game is that the element system forces you to commit to strategies, and when things do click together with the resonance bonuses, it feels pretty satisfying. Since the combat itself is auto battler style, you are not manually playing cards each turn, which helps keep things moving at a good pace. And that sentence concludes today's video. If your time was respected, a like or comment is very much appreciated.